ready to put an end to Harlow.
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and am trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends. Revelio. Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Please tell me you didn't take...
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What does he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note? That might help me to identify it should I come across it.
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Biggles' friends. Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic, what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprised Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty. It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
He thinks it's a chance. A woman would be on you like those.
must be around here somewhere. Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken. Revelio.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
What?
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward. Accio! Hidden door. Revelio! Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. I'd better be sure I'm not seen. Revelio.
It's not gonna work. Using that girl as bait, no one's coming for her. We ought to just kill her. Stupid would be arrogant enough to come in here alone.
I'm sure there's something there.
I don't trust Ranrock, I'll tell you that. You'll tell when I first touch you.
Hello? Is someone there? What was that?
It's Totalis. Revelio.
Not ever. Can't understand why more don't. They're remarkable.
Hey, I wouldn't go back.
It's Totalis. Revelio.
Girls be nothing but trouble.
It's Totalis. Revelio.
Be on the lookout for the girl's friend, if they're daft enough to try to come through here.
I raided Rockborough more times than I can. Has your brain been?
It's Totalis. Revelio.
I've robbed every traveling vendor that's passed through here. They never see it coming.
The book of poems that was taken from Agnes Phillips. We thrilled at his power. Departure. Glacier. Confringo. Bombada. Repello. Incendio. Leviathan. Accio. Backdrop. Glacier. Departure. Confringo. Hoffman and Rococo.
Be sorry you did that. Expulso!
Confringo. Glacier. Repulsor. Bombarda.
Expulso! Down from above! Expulsion! Expulsion!
Crucio. Incendio. Accio. Caponza. Confringo. Glacis. Confringo.
How dare you do such a thing to me?
Accio. Crucio.
Make it stop!
Incendio. Glacis. Confringo. Bombarda.
What have you done?
Accio. Incendio. Glacis. Confringo. Repulsor.
Flash!
Incendio. Bombarda. Confringo. Repulsor. Glacis. Revelio. Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it. Revelio. Natty must be here somewhere.
You found us. I knew you would realize I had left my...
Over here. I need your help.
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot risk detection.
I shall do my best. Any idea where it might be?
It's nearby. I can sense it.
Understood. I'll find it.
Your friend
Revelio.
Natty was not able to summon my wand. It must be blocked by something.
Mr. Rabe's wand.
My wand is somewhere in this room. I can tell.
Aloha, Mora. Mr. Rabe's wand. He'll be glad to have this back. Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Revelio.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be
Revelio.
careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay. put an end to Harlow once.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashfinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe, to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
Yes, officer. Do you have enough evidence to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot?
Well, it's certainly a good start. We shall see. But you can leave this to me now. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
I can do this. I can do this. They will want to help.
Is this where we're meeting the Centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
Once we tell them about the Snidgets, they'll understand why we came and they'll want to help.
I hope you're right. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. Never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
That's right. We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure it'll all be fun.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah! I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No! Never! We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continue to slaughter beasts like us without a care!
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all 3 of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with Snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him, what with his being a centaur and all.
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran?
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave you mentioned. I'll let you know what I find.
What are you up to now?
Revelio.
I have been meaning to speak with you.
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and news travels quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
If she knew more about what you've done, I suspect she'd be proud.
If she knew any more about what I've done, she would never let me out of her sight again.
I'm sorry. Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
She has not. Harlow is as strong as ever. Someone needs to stop him, whether it is us or Officer Singer. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in the savannah.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe, and he would carry me on his back, my arms around his neck. We were on our way home. when we surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village. One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, they turned and ran in fear. Magic terrified them, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
Your fault? How so?
He died protecting me. If I had been capable of protecting myself, he would still be alive today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us there. A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been through. Your father sounds exceptional.
He was. Truly extraordinary. And thank you for your kind words. We all have our burdens. My father had a saying about that.
Yes, I remember. Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders, beginning with Harlow. And once he is gone, we will turn our attention to Rookwood. We are making progress, and we will succeed. Thank you again for saving me. You deserve all of the praise you have received.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Oh, hard work and good luck go hand in hand.
Oh, hello again. Couldn't have perfected the broom upgrades without your help. As always, I have a special prize for you. I truly enjoyed working with you. Thank you for believing in me. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
On another adventure, are we?
Revelio. Brilliant flying, if I do say so. This is going well. Brilliant. Maybe. Now that's more like it. Brilliant flying, if I do say so myself. Brilliant! Hello. Are you here for Summoner's Court?
That I am. Don't expect to be as lucky here as you were in Crossed Wands. Speaking of which, care to play a match?
Of course, Charlotte.
Then may the best summoner win. Accio! Precisely as planned.
Accio!
Nice technique. Accio! Precisely as planned.
Accio!
Sting me with a billywig. I'll never top that. Accio! Concentrate, Charlotte. Wow, you are good. I'm not too proud to admit when I've lost. Where did you learn to play like that?
I play by intuition, natural skill and all that.
That's been my strategy. I suppose it only gets you so far, though. Well, you've only one opponent left now. I won't say more than that, but let's just say he's the best for a reason.
Now what am I supposed to do?
Pardon me, is everything all right?
No, it's not. We only had 2 bells to go, but she just had to go and spoil things.
I'm afraid I don't follow. Who spoiled things? Also, what bells?
Professor Black ordered Mr. Moon to take down the bells in the bell tower. Said they were giving him a headache. Those bells are a part of Hogwarts. I wasn't about to let that happen. So, I asked my friend Adelaide to help me put them back. We've always been a duo of sorts, Adelaide and Evangeline. Addie and Evie. Anyway, it was going swimmingly until Black started asking questions. Then she wasn't comfortable with our rule breaking. Now I'm stuck, unable to tell which bell goes where.
It's certainly an odd decree, even for Black, taking down the bells for a headache.
I agree. I thought it might also have been that they interrupted his hourly naps. That's all he does in his office, you know. But then I heard... Can you keep a secret?
I can.
I heard from Alice, who heard from Ollie, who heard from Eugenia, that it's because the bells reminded him of his wedding day. Breaks out in a sweat every hour on the hour. But mum's the word.
Perhaps I could help put the bells back up.
Really? Oh, that would be wonderful. The bells are in the bell tower, just above the music room. You're certainly of more help than Adelaide.
I imagine the bell in the bell tower. Yeah.
Awful when they ask you a question.
One up, one to go.
What's this one about?
Revelio. Ah, the bells must be upstairs. Aloha, Mora. Found them. I'll have to get those up there somehow. Wingardium Leviosa, perhaps? Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Well, that wasn't too hard. Evangeline should be pleased about this, even if Black isn't.
Might as well be surrounded by Jarvies.
The bells are back up, Evangeline.
Oh, you're a credit to the school. I can't wait to hear them. I can't wait for the headmaster to hear them. I wish I could see his face. Future generations may not truly appreciate what you've done, but I do. And I hope that you do as well. You don't know how much this means for me and for Hogwarts.
Ha ha! Time to teach someone a lesson!
Perhaps not the best place to be caught alone.
What in Merlin? I heard something.
Brevis Totalis. Huh. The location marked on the map isn't far from here. Revelio. Revelio. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. Revelio.
I used to be stationed near Irondale with Selwyn.
What went on here, I wonder?
Well, if you weren't so forgetful, we'd probably have more, wouldn't we? Extorting desperate kids. Suits me just fine.
Revelio. Revelio. An astronomy table. Should prove useful once the sun's down.
You were still hanging about.
Defender, descender, arrest the
So like it is. It is. Wanna look up? Just the beginning.
Incendio.
You're the one. You made a grave mistake.
You made it. Incendio. Accurate. Crucible. Places. Anfinger. Repulsor. I know what that means. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Confringo. These Merlin trials won't get the best of me. Revelio. Likely this astronomy table will be best used. Revelio. Certainly looks to be the place. Where in Merlin's name am I? Incendio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Incendio. Glacier. There we go.
I'm surprised I haven't been.
Ashwinders. Should have expected company. Revelio. I better watch my step in here. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Wait, is that the hippogriff from my treasure map? Petronius Totalis.
Expulso!
Flipendo, Bombarda.
You're the one who stole the hippogriff.
Incendio. What a dreadful look. Imperial. Repulsio.
You're the one who released Thank you, my friend.
Expulso!
Crucio. Incendio.
No matter how
Leviosa. Bombarda. Flipendo. Imperial.
Expulso!
You'll feel that.
Crucio. Incendio.
Oh, what's the last thing? Your arm.
Accio.
Expulso!
Incendio. Bombarda. Flipendo.
I have little patience for such crude tricks.
Leviosa. Accio. Incendio. Crucio. Imperial.
Release me!
Depulso. Glacius. Incendio. Leviosa.
Reducto!
Expulso!
Incendio. Accio. Glacius. Bombarda.
Expulsion!
Rependo. Accio.
Conductive, aren't we?
Incendio.
Expulsion! Expulsion!
Crucio. Incendio. Incendio. Arresto momentum. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Repulsor. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Incendio. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Incendio. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Bombarda. Wingardium Leviosa. Incendio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Incendio. Totalis. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Depulso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Leviosa. Incendio. Glacius. Revelio. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
Simple as that.
Whoa. Oh.
I've heard centaurs quieter than you.
I could swear there's something.
Messing about.
Incendio. Crucio. Leviosa. Incendio. Leviosa. Bombarda.
Petrificus!
Leviosa. Accio.
Petrificus totalis!
Nobody will believe I defeated an Ashwinder by myself. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa. Revelio. 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 Bombarda. Flipendo. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Revelio. What's this? Some sort of treasure map. Accio! Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Incendio. Revelio. Here's one of those tables Professor Shaw mentioned. Revelio. This place has seen better days. This castle's hiding all sorts of secrets. This looks like the spot from the treasure map. Goodness. Tricus totalis.
Did you hear that?
Tricus totalis. Revelio.
Turn my back for 1 second. What calamity. Every moment I don't have every one of you standing in my line of sight is a disaster. And the first one of you's trying to pin it on me, you can count the minutes.
Tricus totalis. Revelio.
Everyone in Upper Hog Street is stunned when they see me coming and rush to hell.
I can't be having none of your nonsense. You find yourself with now but poachers at your back.
Revelio.
Yes, there've been mistakes, but I can't complain. If I'm to think on it, we've seen far worse.
Revelio.
I've had enough of Fel. I'll have you know, I'm from a lineage steeped in bravery. My uncle even dared tell my aunt the truth once about what really happened to her triple fix. Now that's brave.
Revelio.
Yeah, it's a waste of time.
Revelio.
I felt it warranted more than a piece of meat pie. I could have been killed running for him.
Better have a look then.
Revelio.
I was a proud man that day.
Patricius Totalis.
Shut
Patricius Totalis.
What was that sound?
Crazy. Incendio. Gracie. The grip. Rebello. Incendio. Defender. Expelliarmus. Imperium.
It's time to eat.
Confringo. We may have defeated you didn't you? Incendio. Out to Crucio. Shame nobody saw that. Revelio. This looks like trouble. Revelio. Perhaps the map contains clues about the order I'm supposed to ring the bell. Perhaps the map contains clues about the order I'm supposed to ring the bells in. Perhaps the map contains clues about the order I'm supposed to ring the bells in. Perhaps the map contains clues about the order I'm supposed to ring the bells in. Perhaps the map contains clues about the order I'm supposed to ring the bells in. Perhaps the map contains clues about the order I'm supposed to ring the bells in. That did it. And look, treasure. Hogsmeade, here I come.
It is wonderful to see you back here. Oh, perhaps today you have something you'd like Penny to sell for you? Penny wishes you safe and wondrous travels.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Pardon? Were you calling to me?
I was. I'm Marianne Moffat. Pleasure. At the moment, I'm having a great deal of trouble trying to find a particular dirical.
Ah, yes, the magical bird. Can disappear when it senses danger.
Peculiar things, aren't they? Did you know that muggles call them dodos? Such a funny name. I'm worried about a large albino dirical known as Gwyneira. She's a local legend, so of course poachers are after her. If I had her, I'd treat her like a queen, and I could use her molted feathers as fashion accessories.
Seems you're more concerned with the feathers than the bird. But she'd be safer with you than with poachers.
Indeed. They'd pluck her feathers and likely kill her when they were through. I can't seem to rescue her, and I'm worried the diricals don't trust me since I've been hanging about their den.
I'll keep an eye out for a large white dirical.
Oh, thank you. Those gorgeous feathers. And she'd be safe. One last thing. She seems to spend her days in hiding. I've only ever seen her at night. I do hope you're able to save her. Be prepared to chase her. I sometimes wonder if she actually enjoys the pursuit.
I suppose I should... At night, apparently.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
I'm sure I could do that.
This must be the dirical den that Miss Moffat told me about. Now where is Gwyneira? Now I need to let Miss Moffat know.
What are you up to now?
Oh, hello!
Miss Moffat, I caught Gwyneira.
That's incredible! Was it terribly difficult?
Not too bad, if you know what you're doing.
Don't be so humble about it. Well, may I have her now?
Of course.
Oh, you're too kind. She has such exquisite plumage. Oh, I shall make the finest attire from her feathers. And she'll have a good life too, of course. Ah. Thank you so much for bringing me Gwyneira. I shall keep her safe and only use her.
It's like a place right out of a storybook. Hello, madam. Is everything all right?
I'm simply beside myself since Rococo ran away. He's my pet Niffler.
I'm sorry to hear that your pet is missing.
Thank you. I appreciate your words. I mean, I've had him for years. He's lovely company. Whilst on our morning constitutional the other day, south of here, he and I stumbled upon Henrietta's hideaway. They say that Henrietta was a paranoid recluse, filled her castle with all manner of traps to keep thieves from pinching her valuables. As we drew near, the morning sun reflected off something in a window, and before I knew it, Rococo was off. I've been worried sick, but I'm not about to meddle with Merlin knows what's inside that house, or the ashwinders that are lurking about.
Why did Henrietta feel the need to protect her house like she did?
Henrietta was a baroness who married well, more than a few times. Her immense wealth drove her to a life of suspicion and isolation. The more wealth she amassed, the more paranoid she became of losing it. Hence the terrifying traps throughout the hideaway. Not even her family has been willing to deal with them to get to her fortune.
I'll keep an eye out for Rococo.
Oh, that's terribly kind. But stay away from the hideaway. Far too dangerous. If someone does find him in the hideaway, they shall be well rewarded. Henrietta's treasures are theirs for the taking. She certainly won't mind now.
I should be going now. Thank you. Does sound intriguing. Perhaps I should investigate, for Rococo's sake. This must be the castle where Miss Coffee's Niffler ran away. Now to Ashwinders! I'd better find a way around them. Or perhaps through them. I hope the Ashwinders haven't done anything with Rococo. These coins must have come from Miss Coffee's Niffler.
Let's finish this job and be done.
More Ashwinders. More treasure. Rococo must have been through here.
The more triggers to tell us. My eyes closer. Best to be sure.
A lamb? Where did you go, coward?
You'll regret crossing my
Expulsion! Look what you've done! You should show that steely copy. Show them back expulsion!
Accio. Savior. Levioso. Incendio. Depulso.
Expulsion!
Aereo. Confringo. Glacius.
Will you hold still? Expulsion!
Confringo. Glacius. Rependo. You're dead. Stop such a thing to me. Incendio.
What have you done?
Glacius. Confringo. Descendo. Rependo. Find you bed, Charlie. Incendio. Oh, the fight! Crucible.
I did it! And an Ashwinder, no less. Treasure. That Niffler's certainly leaving quite a trail. Ugh. When I get my hands on that Niffler... Professor Howard, I hope Miss Coffee appreciates this. Seems a pleasant enough little place. Miss Coffee, I found your Niffler.
Oh, goodness, really? Oh, thank you. You're very brave. I was at my wit's end. How's my sweet Rococo? May I have him back?
I'm sure he'll be happy to go home.
He will. Oh, my brave little explorer. My greedy, greedy boy. Oh, I can't wait to get him home. Thank you again for what you did. From now on, I'll keep Rococo on a lead whenever we go out.